since I asked you about how would you rank it in terms of actual use, nagamit mo na ba yung FMA training
Yeah, I mean, like
mo?
no one really hopes to use
Okay,
it, no, in
correct.
real life.
Exactly,
But have you ever like
exactly.
fought anyone with it?
I've never fought anyone, but I have disarmed a patient. Okay, so basically,
Disarmed a patient.
it was story was I was going to the hospital ng 10 p.m. just to get my coat because we were gonna have a conference the next 2 days. I had to wash it, and then the nurses were, there's a commotion. They're saying, Doc, may nagwawala sa ER, ganyan, ganyan. I'm like, oh, talaga? Ano meron? So this patient was a schizophrenic patient, not on medication, was brought in with the police because he was creating trouble in the barangay. Okay, I'm like, oh, cool, stuff. Police, ganyan. Sige, baba ako, manonood ako, baka may makita akong mga tactical SWAT stuff, I don't know. So I go there. This patient, apparently, ang story was, nagwawala nga sa barangay niya. So the patient was brought in handcuffs. The patient was a big guy. He was a mechanic, so he had very big forearms, strong guy.
Yep.
Protocol, when you go to the hospital, you are shifted to cloth restraints. Okay, para hindi masaktan yung patient.
Ano, straight jacket?
No,
Parang
no,
ganun?
no. It's just basically cloth which you tie to the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's on the bed.
Yeah, he's on the bed na.
He's on the bed.
For one reason or the other, hindi siguro nakapkapan ng police or hindi napansin. The guy had 2 screwdrivers on him and 1 small blade. So he cut his restraints with a blade, got the screwdriver, and his brother, stinab niya sa ulo. Buti na lang, it's the screwdriver. So dumaples. So
Yung kapatid niya?
Yung kapatid niya.
Stabbed
Yeah, yung brother niya, stinab niya sa ulo. Buti dumaples. So may sugat lang dito. Broke the fluorescent lights, broke the window. And then, so nagpanic na yung mga tao. They locked him in the treatment room. So, syempre, nagwawala na eh. Syempre, the guy has a sickness, no? So, that was at 9 p.m. So, I went there, mga 10 na.
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
So, when I was there, nandun pa yung police. So, the police were there talking to the sister. Tapos narinig ko yung police, ma'am, kung di namin siya makontrol, baka kailangan naman namin siyang barilin. I'm like, grabe naman to. Ba't ganyan yung usapan? Okay. And then, so kala ko.
Sa Bacolod doon, no?
Bacolod. So, tapos biglang kala ko, ikikick nila yung door or whatever. The stuff in the movie.
Was it like SWAT or just
Yeah.
police?
No, this is regular police guys.
cops.
Yeah, regular. Guess what? They disappeared.
Huh?
They left. Iniwan na sa ER. Hindi man lang nagpaalam sa ER staff na aalis sila. So
Halo
parang
kayo dyan.
touch move.
Bakit
sa
daw?
Wala. They don't want to deal with that crap anymore.
Okay.
Parang, nasa inyo na. Your problem.
Okay.
Ganun. So ngayon na, nagpapanik na yung head nurse, yung sa admin, and then yung ER na doctor, head, and the head security. So they didn't know what to do. And then I asked kasi admin, anong sabi nila? Tinawagan na daw yung admin. Ano sabi? Restrain nyo daw. How? Sabi ko, is there any protocol? Sabi niya, walang protocol eh. Tapos, tinanong ko yung EMED kasi friend ko siya. Ano ba protocol niyo dito? Hindi nga namin sure eh. Kung ano naman. And then the chief of security, who supposedly that's your job, sabi ko, Chief, ano bang protocol natin dito? Actually, di na ako sure, sir eh. What? So everyone is just there trying to figure out what's happening. And then, sabi ng chief of security, dumugin na lang natin. Tapos, parang...
Kuyugin nyo na lang.
Kuyugin na lang. Tapos sabi ko, teka.
So how was? He was in a room. The room was locked.
The room was locked. So ito yung door. Tapos treatment room with a stretcher, ganyan. And one small window. So basically, ang sabi nila, kuyugin na lang. Pero sabi ko, teka. May hawak yan ng kutsilyo tsaka dalawang screwdriver. Kung kayo masaksakan, may problema pa natin yun. Hindi naman natin pwedeng kuyugin lang. Diba? So, okay. So, a few more. That's 10. Sasabihin natin, 10:45 na. Wala pa rin nangyayari. And
Hindi
then,
siya nag-chill. Nagwawala pa din siya.
for that time, parang wala naman narinig. Ano sabi nila? Sige, ganun na lang ang plano. Kuyugin natin. Tapos they were getting an agreement. And then, ito naman, yung friend kong EMED, tsaka yung admin na head nurse, tinignan ako, ikaw, Doc, anong gagawin mo? Ako? Manunod lang ako ng gagawin nyo eh. Pero sabi ko, but since, there's no plan, if in 10 minutes there's no plan, I think I can suggest and then we'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Obviously, pumunta na sa akin.
With great power comes great responsibility.
So, ayan na. Biglang ako na yung tinatanong, anong gagawin natin? Sige, number 1, ano ang status ng pasyente? Tinignan nyo ba in the last 9 o'clock nangyari? 10:45 na. Tingnan sila. Hindi pa daw. O sige, tignan natin. So, umiikot kami. So, I always bring my flashlight. So, these are one of my, ito na, EDCs or everyday carry. It's basically a flashlight which I use more often than not to look at my patients. And that's the purpose. Kasi people say, oh, panghampas ng ulo. No, I use this for my patients. But, nagamit ko siya to look inside. Patients on the floor, bubog lahat. And then there was a stretcher behind them. Okay, we know what the patient's okay. All right. Now, I think we don't know what he's holding. So, number one rule of thumb is keep your distance. Okay? So sabi ko, instead na dudumugin natin yan, let's keep distance. What is something we can use as a block? Okay, stretcher. Sige. We open the door, put the stretcher there, and then if we can talk to him and he responds, that's the most ideal. Kasi nakausap mo siya. If not, we will now then see if we can try to, if he's still holding anything, no? And then we'll proceed from there. Do we need to restrain him? Tapos nagpa-ready na rin ng dalawang pang-sedate na
Injections.
meds. Yes. Okay. So dalawang nurses yun. And then I ask also the security, okay, ano ang gamit nyo dyan? So equipment check. So basically, it's just like before we do surgery, we check what are your implants, or Doc, may ako dito, retractable yung baton, retractable baton. Sige, pakita niyo sa akin, may flashlight din ako. So naglabas sila ng retractable baton. Bakal. Sabi ko, yun yung man nakabibili sa baklaran, ganyan. Sabi ko, ilang hampas lang yan, bali na yan. Sabi ko, whatever. And then they bring out this flashlight. It was this big. Mas malakas pa yung maliit kong flashlight. Sabi ko, ano ba yan? Planning-wise, baldado na. Equipment-wise, baldado pa rin. So sabi ko, okay, there are many problems now we can see. Okay, sige, sabi ko. Wait lang. I don't know, divine providence or something. A few days ago, my younger brother was like, he called me. Yeah, your retractable batons in the office. Why? Nahulog ko siguro sa bag ko. Sige, lagay mo lang dyan. I had my baton there. So kinuha ko sa taas. Okay. And then, sige, the plan is, we open the door, stretcher in, pin the guy, and see if we can talk. If we can talk, tapos na usapan. If not, proceed from there. So, okay, we go in. Guy comes in, very uncooperative, he was like singing. We couldn't understand what he's saying, and then, so we pinned him there. We had to clear up the floor.
Was he, how big was he? Was he a normal?
Oh, he's taller than me. And he was like
a big
stocky.
guy.
Mechanic,
Yeah.
with big forearms. Okay. So, ayan na, he was like singing, whatever. And then, we pinned him there. I told the head security, sir, ikaw na kumausap dyan. Ganyan. And then biglang, gumanon. Tapos,
Nanuntok yung
no,
patient.
he was holding something because he was
Okay.
like that. So he was holding and then started wildly waving. Okay, and the thing is, it's easier to deal with a person with the intent to stab you than a person just wildly waving. Kasi, pag may intent, alam mong papunta sa ito.
May direction.
Sobrang random. Sabi ko, so in my head na, hindi na to parang training na may, kasi sobrang random na eh. Diba? So, okay. Tapos, after that, ayan na, hinahampas na ng security with his baton. Hampas. Siguro sa mga pang third or fourth hampas niya, I saw the tip fly. Sabi ko, ito na sinasabi ko. And he was trying to hit pa. Sabi ko, sir, putol na sa'yo. Ako na. So, nag-switch na ako. So, hinahampas ko yung arm just to let him go of what he was holding was a screwdriver. Buti na lang. You should have seen the stretcher in front. Puro butas. Sa
He's
mga
stabbing it?
He was stabbing it. Tapos, I hit him, I think a good 10 times in his hand. He wouldn't let go. Number one, malakas siya. Number two, don't underestimate the pain tolerance of people.
Pati adrenaline eh.
Yes,
So, hindi mo na mararamdaman yun.
Hindi na niya nararamdaman. Sabi ko, siguro naman malakas ang hampas ko. Also, on the other side, you were saying now, how do I balance? How do I balance yung hurting people? Kasi alam ko, pasyente yan eh. So I wanted to hit as hard as possible for him to let go. But also, iniisip ko, sana hindi mabali yung mga bones niya dyan. Ako din mag-opera niyan. Kasi ako yung hand rotator nun eh. So, yun. So that's a dilemma I was having. Sabi ko, I just want to hit him, but just enough. Ayaw ko mabali. But, well, ayaw niya bumitaw. And then, he started stabbing himself. So, when he was doing that, wala na, sabi ko, I need to grab it na. So, instead of hitting him, grab ko na. Pag grab sa kanya, in my brain was like, oh my God. When the moment I put my hands on him, parang Well, nagmura ako sa utak ko. Pero, you know why? His hand was so slippery because of the sweat. It wasn't like the clean grab.
Yeah.
Pag binitawan ko yan, mag-fling yan. So,
Yeah.
I held on with my dear life and I told the head security, Chief, kunin mo na yung, screwdriver. Tapos sabi niya, okay, he tried to do it. Dok, hindi ko kaya kasi malakas. Sabi ko, bakit hindi mo kaya? Ikaw maghawak niyan. So, hinawakan niya. I did it and true enough, ang hirap. So what I did, basic anatomy, unahin mo yung thumb.
Yeah.
The thumb is what keeps everything locked.
Yeah.
So inuna ko to, it took me like what, 5-10 seconds to disarm the guy. None of that nice,
Yeah.
quick disarm.
Just anatomy, knowledge of the anatomy.
Yeah. So actually that's what we do for spastic patients. Na iunahin mo yung thumb para magsumunod
Yeah,
yung rest.
yeah.
So there you go. So sinunod ko lang din and then okay. Then finally, and after that, nung hinawa ka na, 2 injections, finally sedated. And then tinuruan ko pa paano i-control, paano. Sabi ko, ito na naman, this is a reflection of how people just compliance lang without the actual training.
Yeah,
Na parang,
yeah.
sige, nag-ano tayo. But I'm like, well. So, ayun. And then debrief, ganyan.
How is his hand? Like, there were any
Pati when he stabbed himself.
So, buti na
yeah,
lang,
yeah.
ano lang,
Superficial.
mga superficial
Sa fats lang,
Yeah,
ganun.
yeah, parang ganun. Kasi hindi ko na pinatagal, kinuha ko na.
Yeah.
Kasi wala na eh. And then, so then, I realized na parang, okay, what you train will never be the same. Just
Yeah.
like surgery,
Yeah.
di ba? You just fall back onto your base training, your principles, and that's how you do it. And then, if you train it enough, it becomes. I didn't even think about doing the thumb thing, but ginawa ko na kasi.
Yeah,
Yun na
yeah.
eh, diba? And then after that, I went home. Siguro I got home at 2 a.m. At that whole time, I was very focused. I wasn't scared. But when I got home to my place, boom! Parang feeling ko nag-shut down everything. Parang ayun na, the adrenaline dump and everything. Na parang,
Sure.
oh my God! Sabi ko, totoo pala yan. I felt so tired. I felt na parang, oh shoot! If I made a mistake, I could have gotten it. Yun
Stabbed.
na,
Yeah.
doon na pumasok
Stabbed.
lahat. Na parang,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my God. So, yun na. And I thought I would never use it, much less in the hospital.
Yeah,
Diba?
the one place where you're
The
supposed
one
to be
place.
helping people.
Correct. Diba?
Healing people.
Yeah, so ayun, okay naman. So yun, that hopefully is my last experience of using FMA skills. Pero, diba?
But were you able to like think properly? Like, I mean, like, did you like when you were making your game plan? Were these like your FMA lessons kind of like revolving in your
like-
head, or it was all just like intuition and
It was more like, just like when I go into surgery. Na since inaral ko naman yan and everything, I know na ito na dapat yung gawin mo. Hindi yung dahil ito sabi ng book, hindi na ganun eh. Parang, this is my objective, these are the steps I
Yeah.
need to make sure. Yun na, nag-flow na.
Yeah.
And then, I guess since I suppose I'm sanay ako sa stressful situation because surgery is always stressful.
Yeah.
I was able to just think everything. Okay, calm down. This is what we need to do, and then after na lang yung processing mo na.
Yeah,
Parang
yeah.
ano. So I guess in a way,
Looking back, would you have done the same thing or
looking back, I think I would have.
ano yung dapat tingin mong ginawa mo?
I should have acted earlier. Kumbaga, siyempre first time ko, diba? No.
Oo.
I mean, you should have intervened
I should have
earlier.
intervened early, and there could have things that we could have done more efficiently. Kasi syempre, diba? Hindsight is always 2020,
2020,
diba?
diba?
Which is that's why personal experience and all that is always very good. You
Yeah,
always
makes you wiser.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, I would have been more efficient and I would just probably hit the guy less. Because parang alam mo na hindi nabibitaw naman eh, diba? So yun lang. Pero other than that, the general plan was I think I would just do it similar.
Yeah.